Hey, what's up? It's your girl Sheba Fox, and I told you I was going to let you in a little bit on my life, and so I decided to start about what I've been up to for the past year. And the perfect place to start talking about that is how I actually got here. So I am in South Carolina still. I'm in the upstate. I don't want to tell you exactly where I am. A lot of y'all know where I work, but I just don't want anybody knowing where I actually am residing. So you have to excuse me talking about this. I do get a little anxiety and my PTSD does kick in, so I might ramble a little bit, and you may see me looking around like all crazy and stuff. But my first day that I knew I had to leave, I called a friend that we've been friends for over like 20 years. And I didn't really tell her anything that was going on. I didn't tell her what happened or anything. I just asked her what she had been up to, told her I missed her. And because it had been like 6 months since we had spoke. And she told me her situation. And her situation was actually the smartest situation that I could have walked into at the time when I was leaving. And kind of find out she was living in a boarding house, renting a room, and they had just finished building a room in that house. And so I ended up talking to the landlord, and I begged him to please let me and my dogs come because she had told me that he had just put the dogs out and that had already lived there, and he didn't want any more pets. And so he actually told me just come on up and bring the dogs with me. He wanted to meet them to see how they behaved and see if they would get along with his dog. So that's what I did. And when we got there, he fell in love with Sasha, my bully, fell in love with her right away. He giggled at Milo. Everybody has a different reaction with Milo. And he just couldn't believe that I had a bird that sat on my shoulder and went everywhere I went. And he was like, yeah, y'all cool, y'all can stay. And he actually rented me the room for $100 a week. So that was really, really good. I got to save some money. I got to still take care of my business and be able to just be able to rebuild. So first stop after I got all my stuff moved in was to the gun shop. I, of course, bought a 380, something I could carry on me and it just be on body all the time. Bought 100 rounds with it. Another go bag because my go bag had broke while, in the situation that was happening before I left. And that was Taco. But I really didn't realize I had a go bag with me for 3 months before I had even decided to leave. It had a pistol in it, an extra phone that wasn't even activated, but it was always charged. Had a change of clothes, extra set of keys. I had a charger, about $3,000. And I mean, it was just getting to that point to where I had unconsciously just made me a go bag. Had all my credit cards, bank cards, IDs, and everything in it. Only thing I was missing was my passport. Couldn't find it. So after I got the gun, I went and bought like shampoo, conditioner, all the hygiene stuff that I would need, and a little caddy because the bathroom was upstairs in that house. So I moved in, and then I started working on the tiny house. Well, the tiny house was still back in Anderson, and I really did not want to go back. I didn't want to go back anywhere, okay? So I ended up, come on, Milo. Milo's wanting to get up here. Come on, get up here. Get up here. Oh, you want to stay right here? Okay. And so I settled in, and the house was pretty cool. They did karaoke on the weekends. We always sang 90s R&B. The landlord loves Silk and 112. So that's what we usually was singing on the weekends. And then I noticed that, I can't just live off of what I have. I got to get a job. So I saw a friend, and, I really was just running off of pure instinct. I went on Facebook and I saw a friend girl of mine that sold cars, and I hit her up and I was like, hey, where you at? And she told me, and I was like, are y'all hiring? And she was like, yeah, come on through. So I came on through, and I talked to the manager, and they hired me right then and there on the spot. Got a job, started working, had to go on vacation because I had a trip planned for me and my ex, and it was actually a birthday trip, and I ended up going by myself, and I had a ball. Spent a lot of time out in nature down in the bayou in Louisiana. Walked the French Quarter all by myself. Hung out with the cowboys and everybody that rides the horses downtown. Got caught up in a a protest. I got trapped off in a protest. I don't know how that happened, but I had a really good time. And then I came back and I just went full force at work, and became salesman of the month a couple of months. And then it's like I just fit right in. Well, my goal was really to move out of that boarding house within 6 months, and it didn't quite happen that way because I just felt like I've always felt like having an apartment was a waste of money. But now that I'm a single female with 2 dogs, a bird, and a daughter, an apartment is just right up my alley. But I was trying to get a house, and they told me I needed to be on my job making commission for 2 years. So I couldn't get the house when I wanted to. So I ended up getting an apartment. And the struggle with getting an apartment was nobody would take my bully. Like everybody was saying that she was either too big or they had a ban on the breed. So I just started Googling apartment complexes that were dog friendly, and I had to step it up. I couldn't just go with a regular apartment complex with my what I wanted to pay. I had to step it up to a luxury apartment where pretty much I could do what I want to. So I ended up getting this place. And the crazy thing about it is I actually had to apply for her, my bully, before I even applied for me to get the apartment. And they had to approve her to move in before they approved me. And just so happened she had gotten loose a couple of times in the neighborhood that I was living in at the boarding house. So I had bought her a shock collar. And once I told them that she had a shock collar, they approved her right away. And so we've been living here. It's been a month. I actually, the irony of it all is I moved in this apartment in exactly 1 year to the day that I left. And it was, I don't even know how to explain how excited and grateful and thankful that I was that I could actually get the apartment of my dreams. This is like one of the apartments I've always dreamed of having. I was able to bring my birds, my bird and my dogs. My daughter, she's here. She's going to college right around the corner. So, everything's right where I needed to be. I'm still able to go visit my family in Anderson. I'm making new friends, rubbing elbows with the people that I want to rub the elbows with. And, I don't see anything but up from here. And that's it. Life is good. I'm telling you, if you are ever in a situation where you're feeling like you're being put into a box, bust out the box, okay? Yeah, just bust out the box and go for it. There are too many resources out here for you to be stuck in a situation where you don't feel safe or you don't feel respected or honored, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I just let you in on a little bit. That's just the past year that I've been through. It's so much more I could talk about, but, it'll be another day for that. Y'all have a good night, and don't forget to like and subscribe.